1, and boom. Here we go. Welcome to the Thursday Sports Report Express, everybody. I am Sportscaster89 coming to you from my YouTube channel. This is Sportscaster89. You're just hopping on the Thursday Sports Report Express. We're going to do the NBA last night. Boy, we had what a wild sequence it was in Memphis as Luka Doncic hit the three-pointer with like a second remaining, Mavs down by 2. I'll show you the highlights of that game. What a game between Brooklyn and Philly, about for first place in the East last night. Steph Curry was unbelievable for the Warriors. They keep on winning. He had over 50 points again last night for Golden State as they defeated OKC. We'll get the highlights of that. We'll do the highlights of hockey, and we'll do the highlights of Major League Baseball, and then we'll get into the Thursday Sports Report menu express on this Thursday. So with that said, you guys, let us get started. But before we do, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel at Sportscaster89. I am Sportscaster89. Please like and subscribe to my channel at Sportscaster89 on YouTube. Click the notification bell on the right-hand side where you get all the where we get the notification bell on the right-hand side. You get all my notifications when I go live with my Sports Report Express on a regular basis. I entertain you on what's going on in sports. I inform you on what's going on in sports, and I educate you on what's going on in the world of sports. So please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel at Sportscaster89. I inform you guys on what's going on in the world of sports. I entertain and I educate. These are the 3 things that I do on my channel. I post these daily on my social media platforms, on Facebook, on my IG, at Sportscaster89. So without further ado, you guys, let us get started with today's Sports Report Express. We're going to start in the NBA. Like I said last night, you had a lot of games, so let's dive right into it. And we'll start with the New York Knicks. They went to New Orleans last night. Smoothie King Center in New Orleans. They took on Zion Williamson and New Orleans Pelicans. The Knicks get the victory by 10 over New Orleans, 116 to 106. Once again, the Knicks win by 10 over New Orleans, 116 to 106. Next, we head to Minnesota as you had the Timberwolves taking on the Milwaukee Bucks yesterday afternoon. The Bucks win this one by 25. Final score, Bucks 130, Timberwolves 105. Next, we go to Charlotte as you had the Cavs taking on the Charlotte Hornets. The Cavs win this one by 13 over Charlotte. Final score, Cavaliers 103, Hornets 90. This was the game of the night in the East last night. About first place was on the line between the Sixers of Philly and the Brooklyn Nets. The Sixers get this win by 6 over Brooklyn. Final score, Sixers 123, Nets 117. The Sixers are now in first place in the East by themselves by a half game over Brooklyn after last night's game. Once again, Philly wins this one by 6 over Brooklyn, 123 to 117. Next, we had the Amalie Arena in Tampa where you had the Raptors taking on the Spurs. The Raptors get the victory over San Antonio by 5. Final score, Raptors 117, Spurs 112. Next, we had the Little Caesars Arena in Detroit where you had the Pistons at home taking on the Clippers. The Clippers continue their hot ways, winning by 2 over Detroit. Final score, Clippers 100, Pistons 98. Once again, Clippers win by 2 in Detroit. The Magic defeat the Bulls in United Center in Chicago last night. Final score, Magic 115, Bulls 106. The Rockets lose at home to the Pacers last night by 8. Final score, Indiana 132, Houston 124. Last night, the Warriors blow out the OKC Thunder. Steph Curry was sensational again last night. The Warriors continue to win. They're moving up in the standings. They want to make sure that they're in the postseason, in the play-in tournament. They're still winning. Steph Curry was phenomenal last night. He had over 50 last night. The Warriors beat OKC last night. Final score, Warriors 147, Thunder 109. And this is the game last night that everybody watched last night. This is a wild sequence, guys, in this one between Dallas and Memphis, a battle of teams that are vying for postseason positioning in the Western Conference last night. The Mavericks were down by 2. They were down 113, 111. They were down by 2 with just a few seconds remaining. Luka Doncic, with a wild sequence, comes up with a huge three-pointer to propel the Mavs on the road in Memphis. I'm actually going to do the highlight for you guys. Let's roll a highlight from Memphis last night. As, like I said, this was a game that everybody wanted to see. And I'm telling you, Memphis with a crushing loss at home last night. They lost this one by one. Final score, Mavs 114, Grizzlies 113. Let us roll the highlights from Luka Doncic had 29. Grayson Allen was phenomenal for Memphis with 23, but was not enough as Luka Doncic had to do his heroics once again. Luka Magic did it again last night with a game-winning three, off balance as he was tripping, off balance. He almost tripped, but he was composed, he was cool, he was calm, collected, knocked down the game-winning three to propel Dallas to a huge win on the road in Memphis, as both these teams are jockeying for position in the Western Conference. The regular season is winding down. The Mavs win this one, a big one for them. They win this one by one, 114 to 113 over Memphis. Like I said, you guys, this was a sensational game last night. All right, guys, I'm going to do the game recap for you all. Like I said, we got a lot of time, and then we'll get to the last game of the night, which was Miami losing on the road in Denver. They lost by 17, 123 to 106. But this is the highlight I want to show you guys. But this was a phenomenal game last night. Okay, guys, I guess we don't get the highlight. So, like I said, you guys, Dallas wins by one over Memphis. What a game this turned out to be last night. This was the game everybody was talking about. What a play. A wild sequence with Luka Doncic. Knocks down the game-winning three-point shot as he was fading away. Phenomenal awareness by Doncic. Crushing loss for Memphis at home. This is a tough one for them to swallow. You lose by one. You're up by two with just seconds remaining. All you had to do was defend this play, but you allowed a three-point shot by Luka Doncic. Memphis lost a tough one last night by one, 114 to 113. Now, the last game of the night last night was between Miami and Denver. Denver wins this one by 17, 123 to 106. And the last game to wrap up the NBA last night was the Kings taking on the Wizards at home from Golden One Center in Sacramento. The Wizards get this win by 12 over the Kings, 123 to 111. And now, guys, we're going to get you set for the night's action in the NBA. It's a TNT doubleheader. It's NBA Thursday presented by State Farm. We're going to start at State Farm Arena in Atlanta. It'll be the Milwaukee Bucks taking on the Atlanta Hawks at 7:30 on TNT. It'll be the Warriors taking on the Cavs from Cleveland at Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland. And finally, the game between the Lakers and the Celtics, a rivalry at Staples Center tonight in downtown Los Angeles at 10 on TNT. We'll run down through these games one more time for you guys. There's 4 games on the slate tonight in the NBA. Bucks and Hawks from State Farm Arena in Atlanta at 7:30 on TNT. Warriors take on the Cavs from Cleveland. Celtics and Lakers will renew their rivalry in Los Angeles at the Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And then finally, the Sacramento Kings will entertain the Phoenix Suns from Phoenix at 10 Eastern Time. That's the NBA slate. Now let's shift our attention to the National Hockey League. And we will tell you the scores from last night in the National Hockey League on the Sports Report Express. All right, here we go. The Golden Knights beat the Kings from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles last night. Final score, Golden Knights 6, Los Angeles Kings 2. The Avalanche defeat the Blues by a goal 4-3 from Scott Trade Center in St. Louis. The Wild defeat the Coyotes at home at XL Center in St. Paul 5-2. The Flames defeat the Canadiens in Montreal. Final score Flames 4, Canadiens 1. Jets defeat the Senators 3-2 last night in Ottawa. And finally, the Ducks defeat the Sharks by a final score of Ducks 4, Sharks 1. Once again, let's run down these scores for you all one more time. The Golden Knights defeat the Kings 6-2. The Avs defeat the Blues 4-3. The Coyotes lose on the road in St. Paul, Minnesota to the Wild. Final score Wild 5, Coyotes 2. Flames defeat the Canadiens in Montreal last night by a final of 4-1. The Jets defeat the Senators in Ottawa last night. Final score Jets 3, Senators 2. And the last game of the night last night in hockey was the Ducks defeating the Sharks by a final score of 4-1. Now, let's get you set for tonight's action across the National Hockey League. All right, you guys. The Rangers will be at home at Madison Square Garden this evening to take on the Devils at 7. The Panthers will take on their in-state rival, the Tampa Bay Lightning, at Amalie Arena tonight at 7 o'clock on NBCSN and Bally Sports Florida. The Bruins will be at home in Boston at TD Garden to take on the Islanders at 7. The Buffalo Sabres will entertain the Washington Capitals from Capital One Arena in D.C. at 7. The Nashville Predators will entertain the Carolina Hurricanes from PNC Arena in Raleigh at 7 Eastern Time. The Flyers will entertain their in-state rival Pittsburgh Penguins from PBG Paints Arena in Pittsburgh at 7. Also at 7 tonight, you have the Winnipeg Jets taking on the Toronto Maple Leafs at 7 from Toronto. From Little Caesars Arena in Detroit, it'll be the Red Wings and Blackhawks at 7:30. At 8:30 this evening to wrap up the slate in hockey, it'll be the Dallas Stars at home taking on the Columbus Blue Jackets. That is your hockey slate for your Thursday Sports Report Express. Now, before we wrap it up today, we'll go to the Major League Baseball highlights, and we'll get you to let you know what games you're going to be seeing this evening around the Major League Baseball landscape. All right. This will be last night. The Yankees lose on a walk-off home run by Bo Bichette yesterday. The Blue Jays take 2 or 3 from the Yankees yesterday. Final score, Blue Jays win this one by a run on Bo Bichette's walk-off home run. The Blue Jays win this one 5-4 over the Yankees. Rafael DeLeese gets the win for Toronto. Chad Green gets a loss for the Yankees. The Yankees lose 2 out of 3 to Toronto. Their next series will be against the Tampa Bay Rays starting tomorrow night, the first of a 3-game weekend series from the Bronx. Rays and Yankees start a 3-game weekend series tomorrow through Sunday. So we will get to all that tomorrow on the Friday Sports Report Express. The Nationals shut out the Cardinals 6-0. The Brewers shut out the Cubs 7-0. The Royals beat the Angels 6-1. The Red Sox have won 9 in a row. They sweep a doubleheader of the Minnesota Twins. Game 1, final score 3-2. Red Sox over the Twins. Game 2, Red Sox win 7-1 over Minnesota. The Red Sox have won 9 in a row so far after losing the first 3 to Baltimore in their season opening series. They've won 9 in a row. Boston is a hot squad right now in the American League. Like I said, they are hot right now. They've won 9 in a row, sweeping a doubleheader over Minnesota. The Giants defeat the Reds by a final score of 3-0 in a shutout. The Padres lose to the Pirates by a final score of 5-1. The Tigers defeat the Astros by 2 in Houston. Final score, Tigers 6, Astros 4. Mets defeat the Phillies last night by a final score of 5-1. The Rangers defeat the Rays by that same score, 5-1. The Marlins defeat the Braves and Expos from Truist Park last night. They've taken the first 3 games of this 4-game set between their NL East rival, the Braves, 6-5. They won in extras last night. Carlos Rondon had a no-hitter for the Chicago White Sox. They defeat the Indians 8-0. The Dodgers defeat the Rockies by a final score of 4-2 last night in LA at Chavez Ravine last night. So let's get to today's action across the Major League landscape. The Phillies will take on the Mets this afternoon at 12:10. The Marlins will wrap up their 4-game series in Atlanta against the Braves at 12:20. At 12:35 this afternoon, the Mariners take on the Orioles in a doubleheader. Game 2 will be 45 minutes after the first game. The Padres take on the Pirates this afternoon from PNC Park in Pittsburgh at 12:35. The Red Sox will continue their 4-game series against the Twins. It's the wrap-up game this afternoon at 1:10. The White Sox will entertain the Indians this afternoon at 2:10 from Guarantee Rate Field in Chicago. The Diamondbacks will take on the Nationals in the first of a 4-game series at Nationals Park in D.C. The Rays and Rangers will wrap up their 4-game series this evening at Tropicana Field in St. Pete at 7:10 tonight. The Royals will start a 4-game series against the Toronto Blue Jays. The A's will entertain the Tigers at home to start a 4-game weekend series in Oakland at 9:40. And finally, to wrap up the Thursday Sports Report Express, the Rockies will entertain the Dodgers from Chavez Ravine, the final game of their 4-game series in LA, 10:10 Eastern Time. That is your Thursday Sports Report slate on this Thursday. That is your Thursday Sports Report Express. I am Malcolm. I am Sportscaster89. Don't forget, you guys, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel at Sportscaster89. I do my sports reports on a daily basis. This is the Sports Report Express I do daily, so don't forget to please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel at Sportscaster89. I am Sportscaster89. Before we go today, please donate if you're able. Please remember, I do my sports reports on a regular basis. This is the Sports Report Express we do daily. I do this to inform you, to entertain you, and to educate you all on what's going on in and around the sports world. I know you don't have time to listen to sports stats or sports report, but because let me tell you guys something. I do my sports reports on a regular basis. You got to make time to listen to them. They're entertaining, they're informative, and they're educational. These are the reasons I do my sports report. I would love to get more recognition on a national scale, on a local scale as well. And they're like, wow, he does his own sports reports every day. This is the reason why I do them. I have to do these because we're still in a pandemic, obviously. You can't do them in person. So I got to do them here at home. So thank you all for tuning into today's Thursday edition Sports Report Express. I am Sportscaster89, wishing you all a tremendous Thursday. Enjoy your Friday Eve, everybody. Come back tomorrow for another edition of the Friday Sports Report Express. We wrap it up for the week. We'll recap all the action from Major League Baseball, the NHL, and the NBA. So like I said, everybody, please have a tremendous Friday Eve. I am Sportscaster89. Have a tremendous day. We'll see you all tomorrow.